Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is Jack here from Jack, and today I'm doing the 100 days survival hardcore challenge thing. This is inspired by Sucks for One and Look at the Notable. I'm doing this because views. Yeah, just enjoy. Please stick to the end. This took me a really long time to make. Yeah, enjoy, and well, yeah, let's get into it. So I spawned in a swamp, which I actually didn't want to go into because nobody really likes swamps and you can't really find anything cool there. So I just ran off and got some cow meat and stuff. And I just really ran off and I found myself an oak tree, which I've ended up punching down to get some wood because I don't want some dark wood. And then I went mining, and I actually found a really good cave with a lot of iron, which got me enough iron for 4 iron sets. I got iron armor, I got iron tools, which is really good on the very first day. Like, just keep in mind, this is still the very first day, and I already had these tools, which was really nice. And then I went exploring, and I found this weird thing. It was a half-built nether portal, and I've heard of them, but I don't quite know what they are. But I found a chest, and it had a silk touch axe in there, and a golden apple, which were amazing this early on, and well, it was just really lucky for me to stumble upon. I also slept here for my very first night, so that was cool. Then I still wanted to find a village, so I made a boat and explored the waters, and well, I found one. But sadly, the loot in this village was really bad. There were no blacksmiths, the villagers didn't have really any good trades, and there wasn't any hay bales or something, so it was really sad. So I just moved on to find a location for my house. And then I just built my house. I went for a spruce wood and cobblestone combination, and in my opinion it turned out really well. I'm very happy with it, and well, it will probably be what I'll be using the entire 100 days. And after doing that, I just went outside looking for some diamonds, and I stumbled upon a ravine which was really deep. There were no diamonds in there, so it was just really a massive waste of time, sadly. I did get some iron though, and some. I proceeded to make a path towards the pond so I could start fishing the next day. I made a little fish house, and well, the fishing could begin. It took a really long time before I found anything good, which was very depressing, but I ended up getting a pretty good rod, and fishing still wasn't amazing, but I really needed a mending book, and I still hadn't found any villages nearby. I would end up spending the next 6 days just fishing, nothing else, nothing less, just straight up fishing, without really finding anything. I got a good rod out of it, and a lot of bows, but I didn't get any real useful enchantments, nor did I get my mending books, which I so desperately wanted and really needed because I found a trident, and I really need mending on that before I could really use it, since it wasn't at good health. So I really needed it, but I couldn't find any books, which is really unlucky. After completely giving up on fishing, since that wasn't really working out for me, I decided to go caving, and I really needed some diamonds. And I really hadn't been lucky yet, and I hadn't found any diamonds, but I was very hopeful I would find some right now. I actually managed to find a mine shaft very deep in the cave, around diamond level, but still I hadn't had any luck finding diamonds, which was actually really depressing. However, later on I would end up finding a single diamond, which was still very depressing since how big this cave was, and how much potential there was in it. And after not finding anything, I just decided to go up and just escape the cave. I ended up digging straight into a village, which was fairly surprising to me. I immediately took the carrots, of course, because what else do you do in villages instead of just robbing them? So I did that, and then I just found a blacksmith, and it had the most unreal chest ever, and it's the main reason I showed me creating this world, because there is no seed in this. This is just straight up how how it's just made by the game itself. This chest is unbelievable. Just watch. I mean, like, wow, what is this loot? Why are there 8 diamonds in a random village chest? 2 iron chest plates as well. This is the best chest I've ever seen in a village, by far. And the absolutely ridiculous luck would not end there. No, I proceeded to go home because I knew the coordinates, but it was so close to my house. Like, it was ridiculously close to this village, which is very fortunate for the future if I want to do something like villager trading, setting that up, you know. Which it just really is. It was great luck. I also almost died due to mobs, which was a bit obnoxious, but that's okay. We can forget the past. And for the next 5 days, to really test my luck, I would start fishing again, but with the same result in not really finding anything of value. And the next day I realized fishing wasn't really working out for me, like, let's be real. So I decided to do something else. I decided to make an enchantment building. Yes, an entirely separate building. I was like, you know, I could just do this in my attic. But that's where I'm hiding the Jews, so I can't do that. So I decided to make an entire new little house for my enchantment table, where I would hopefully get mending at some point. I already made a sugarcane farm, and I was trying to get a cow farm going, but I couldn't find any cows nearby, so I was just letting that for what it was. And I decided to make myself, you know, a little house for my enchantment table. Eventually I wanted to just get farm some great books from there and just make overpowered gear, but until then, it just will have to do with this. And then for some reason I decided I wanted to go to the Nether and, you know, get my blaze rods, because you need that. So I decided to just walk around. I found one of these things again, and I was just like, well, okay, I'll just take the obsidian and build the Nether portal near my house. I almost died in the Nether, spoiler alert. So immediately coming out of the portal, I spawned into one of those blue biome things where you can find a lot of Enderman. I immediately get attacked by ghasts because, well, they don't like me. No one likes me. Anyway, I started to move really far into the Nether, and because I was looking for the fortress, of course, you need that fortress. And I couldn't find it, Eventually I found it though, which was nice. I dropped down and I went into the fortress looking for blazes. At first I couldn't find them, but then I found the spawner, and that's going to be quite a story, because I really almost died there 3 different times. I have golden apples on me. I used them all at the end because I needed it. I was getting destroyed by skeletons because it was in one of those nether biomes where skeletons spawn as well. There were ghasts on me, and there were blazes on me, and on hard mode with weak armor, that's no fun. It was a real challenge, but I ended up getting the 8 blaze rods, and I got the hell out of there. I did get lost on my way back, but I eventually just looked back at my recording to see the coordinates, and I found my way home. I did also get really close to dying, since my helmet broke, and I had a golden helmet, meaning I wouldn't have to fight with these guys. But the problem was, there were a lot of them. A lot, and they chased me down really long, and my armor was also starting to break in general, making this a very terrible experience. I just killed some of them in the hope they would drop something, but then they would just start overrunning me. Here I got cornered, and for a second I genuinely thought that this would be the end. There was no way out for me. Look how many there are. But then I escaped, and I ran, and I just found eventually some gold in the Nether. But here, look, 1 heart. Like, I'm so close to death. I could not afford to get shot with an arrow or anything. Well, like I said, I just found some gold, made a helmet, and then they just let me live, which was very fortunate. And I just found my way home, and then I would never go back here ever again, because there would be no reason to. I also found this when I was going home, when I was walking home. I found this clip, and I don't know why I didn't die. I should have died there, I think. Maybe there's something with the dirt or something in that biome, but I don't know, but I should have died there. The next 6 days would yet again be spent by fishing, because I still want that mending book, since my trident was getting really close to breaking. However, there was still no luck, which really sucked. And then it was day 50, and I'll just show you what I've done these last 50 days. As you can see, I've built my house, which looks really good. I've got myself a diamond chestplate and diamond boots. And then here are my farms. As you can see, I've got myself a wheat farm. I've got myself a very nice sugarcane farm. And There are my sheep and cow farm. And the sun is setting on day 50, my very last day. Well, not my very last day, just I'm halfway here. Now I'll edit this. And yeah, as I'm editing this, I'm enjoying my life very much. I just don't know what to do for the next 50 days. Oh god. I have to do another 50 days, another 8 hours of this. Oh god. But I want to thank you for watching, if you're still watching. If you're still watching, please go down and like and subscribe. Because I just want likes and subscribers. Okay, enjoy the rest. It is now day 51 and I will start making a mob farm. Because I want some bone meal and some arrows. Which, I don't know, I was just gonna make. The thing is, I took the time to set everything up, and yeah, well, this took me like 10 days to build because I've never built one before. This is the very first one I've ever built, and it doesn't really work well, which kind of sucks. But, you know, at least I did have some fun making it, and I am getting some bone meal. What I wasn't expecting while doing this is how much time it would take to get the cobblestone, since I do not have mending on my pickaxe. I didn't want to use my diamond pickaxe since I often find spare diamonds, since I just have been really unlucky finding diamonds ever since I found my first few diamonds. I would just spend this, like, I don't know, like 5 days I think, down the mine, just mining. Mining cobblestone, cool, because I have no coal. And just with an iron pickaxe, making this a very long and tedious project. But I did have a lot of iron bows, so I was able to afford this. But it took me a really, really long time to get all the iron, all the cobblestone I needed. But I did end up getting it, and I made my mob farmer, so who's the real winner in the end. And as you can see, I'm finally building the glorious mob farmer, which, I don't know, it wasn't as glorious as I wanted to in the end, but that doesn't matter. But anyway, it was done at the end of the day, okay? Not at the end of the day, but, you know, just the saying. Oh god, this is getting really confusing. And then, sadly, there is some missing footage. For some reason, it didn't record the next 6 days, and I lost a lot of footage there. However, I did end up just going to the Nether, going in the search for Netherite after I completed my mob farmer. I don't think I found any yet, because, well, I'm just not good at being lucky, but, you know, it does suck that I miss a few days. Anyway, like I said, I went into the Nether. I decided actually to go for Enderman, instead of Netherite. Netherite is later on when I start mining for that, but for now it was just Enderman, trying to get the ender pearls I needed, and I actually ended up getting a lot of ender pearls due to me having a looting mystery sword, which is really useful. And the fact that my nether portal is so close to this blue biome where Endermen spawn, it's just amazing. It's just great. But anyway, once home, I just went back to the usual in farming fish. I really want the mending book, and I have killed all the villagers nearby, meaning I just don't have like a trading option, making it a very annoying progress that I'm forced to fish. But I can't find the mending book I needed. Actually, I will fish again later on, but I'll just not put that in. Maybe I will, I don't know, depends on how long the video is. But, and I actually still haven't found mending. Like, why? The main issue I had with finding mending is that for some reason, I just can't, I don't know. I used to get it a lot, you know, back, I don't know, like 6 months ago when I was really into Minecraft again, and I just played a lot, and I just get like, I don't know, like a mending book every hour. But now I've been fishing for this series. I've been fishing for a good 20 days, like at least, maybe even more, and I just haven't found a single mending book, and it's just really sad. This is annoying, really. By then I decided to do a raid, which I won because I'm amazing at Minecraft. I don't die. I didn't get close to dying, but at least I got a lot of emeralds and told myself on dying from this. But I did forget something, which is protecting the villagers. They're all dead now. Anyway, skipping ahead, I decided to hop on my horse with the bad omen effect yet again, And I went looking for another village, which I ended up finding, luckily. I decided to build a Look the Notable-esque wall around it after I did the raid, though, to make sure the villagers wouldn't die. You need one villager in your village to start a raid, and I was going to use. So the wall would really help in keeping out mobs, and just making it a very, very easy farm for me. Getting a lot of experience, getting a lot of emeralds, and getting a lot of dolls. They're a bit scary though, but... Anyway, now the next 3 days I would just do wall construction and trying to make sure I would be safe. Well, the villagers will be safe. I used my Silk Touch pickaxe to get a lot of stone because I wanted to get high and I wanted to build a big wall. And doing this, I made a huge hole in a mountain, which actually ended up being really useful because I could actually use this as storage for this village where I could just store everything I get at this village. Doing raids gets you a lot of enchanted tools, a lot of books, and a lot of babies, and they take up a lot of space. So if I could just move into this village, into that little hole I just made, it'd be very useful, and I decided to keep it. Once home and after I finished the wall, I decided to just plop in all the totem of undyings into a single chest and store everything else. I think at some point it'd be very realistic to just have a full double chest of totem of undyings, because this were just 2 raids I've done so far. No, that's a lie, actually 3. And that's how full already was. Yes, you can see there's fewer than you could potentially get. I did die almost once, and I'm not going to talk about it. I may or may not have just jumped off a cliff. We won't talk about it. It was very stupid. Anyway, I will always... Well, not right now because I'm storing everything, but if I ever go out again, I will be carrying at least 2 Totem of Undyings with me, since if I decide to die, I can at least die again and die again before I'm actually dead. I then decided I had to show who's the real boss around here, and I decided to start building a beacon. I know I'm still pretty far away from ever finding Wither, especially because I'm very scared of the Wither, but this was also just an excuse to show how amazing I am and how rich I am for any peasants that come near my house area thing. And then I did the most satisfying thing ever, and that is farm and punching on all the wheat I had earned. Now that sounds good, doesn't it? But after this I had to replant all the seeds. It did take me like the rest of this day. And you know, it will surprise you how much time it takes to just plant seeds. It shocked me anyway, because I was just planting them and then I realized, oh, this is gone already. All I did was just store some items and, well, farm. But it was worth it. And yeah. I got a lot of wheat, meaning I can breed a lot more and a lot longer without having to do this again, because this will take me, because now I know this will take me a day of work, just punching out all the wheat and replanting it. But, you know, it's all for science in it. Anyway, the next day I went out again and it was right back to violence. I cannot go without violence. I need to stab people, I need to murder, I need blood on my hands. Without blood I will go insane. Well, that was weird. Anyway, I just put my horse in a hole, and really, this raid was just an excuse to test my wall. This is the first time I did a raid with the wall completely complete. Of course, I just put some blocks in front of the villagers' houses to make sure, even if there is a leak, they can't get in. And, well, the wall worked, mostly. And the parts that didn't, I just quickly readjusted to make it work. And yeah, after winning this raid I got some more emeralds, more babies, yada yada yada. However, I noticed a big flaw in my idea with the wall, is that there was a huge forest around, making the pillagers actually not too interested in my base, you know, in my wall, so they wouldn't just stock up and allow me to shoot them. If they spawn on the mountain, which they did a few rounds, which they were very easy to do, you could just snipe them with your bow and it'd be very free money. But whenever they didn't spawn or invade from the mountain, I'd have to explore outside the wall, making the wall useless. Well, not useless, but it was just a bit annoying. So I knew, well, I know now, I have to chop down some trees and burn them down. I have not done this yet. This was already like day 80 or something. I was heading towards the end of this, of the 100 days, and I was like, well, I still want netherite, I want full diamond, I want at least something respectable at the end of these 100 days. So that's basically what I did. I decided to go into the nether with a lot of beds for my sheep, which was useful, and I just went looking for ancient debris. I actually found quite a bit for my very first time in looking for it, and I was quite content. However, I would do this a few more times. Now, people can disagree, of course, but in my opinion, using beds is the very easiest way of getting a lot of ancient debris. Since sheep are very easy to get, you just have to start, if you start off early, which I did with everything, with the sugarcane farm, the wheat farm, and the sheep farm, it really sets you up for late game. Like right now, looking for netherite, or ancient debris, I mean, it's very easy with beds. You just put a bed down and it explodes. You don't have to be afraid that your ancient debris will explode or something, because ancient debris can't explode. It's just such an efficient and cheap way of finding a lot of ancient debris and just getting your netherite very quickly. And once I got home, I plugged in the 10 ancient debris into my furnace. So yeah, I noticed something which is a bit awkward. I'm trying to get netherite now, right? But I'm running out of coal. Let me repeat that. I have diamond tools, I have diamond armor, I have netherite coming up, but I have no coal. And in the end, I just used this as an excuse to go down and create myself a strip mine. Strip mining is boring, of course, especially when you do a 100-day survival thing. I already did so much fishing, so I was like, I don't really want to do it, but I needed diamonds to make my netherite tools, and I needed coal. So I was like, well, I just have to go down into a cave, and I have to create my own strip mine there, and I have to get diamonds, because I had no diamonds, and I had like 10 coal left, so it was just a bit embarrassing, and I just went down there, and well, I found a lot of diamonds, and I got a lot of coal. After finding 25 diamonds, which were enough, because I was looking a long time after this as well, I decided to go home. This was 10 days, yet again. I noticed in the second half of this video, there's a lot of 10 days skipped. It's just, I did some bigger projects, and they just take longer, and in the end they will be worth it, because, well, once I got home, I crafted myself the missing diamond armor, and, well, you'll see what I did after that. I mean, between you and me, it was quite predictable what I did after that. I went out to look for netherite, and I made the diamond armor, netherite armor, and I enchanted it. But the thing was, you probably didn't know, because I didn't put the days up, because it would really confuse me since I cut out so many days. This would be day 99. Yes, this would be the day before I enter my last day. And even though this was me playing for over 16 hours already, I was like, well, damn, I was really getting into it. I was really enjoying this world, and yeah, I really want to continue this. So if you guys want me to go to 200 days, I'm gonna need like, I don't know, like 10 likes, because this did take me a really long time to make, and I have vacation now giving me the time to make it. But soon school will start again, and I won't have as much time as I have now. But here we go, full netherite armor. Pretty sick. And then it was time to name my dogs you did not even know I had. Yes, I have 2 dogs. And they've just been sitting in my house, just chilling. And I decided to name them. I named the first one Sinclair, after my favorite character of a series I'm watching, called Babylon 5. Check it out, it's very boomer, but don't worry about it. And I had to name the other dog a woman name, because I needed a child. But I didn't know any woman, because women aren't interesting. So I just had to Google it, and just the first name that popped up was Emma. I just literally Googled woman name, and Emma it was, so the dog is now named Emma. Enjoy. I then also decided to give a name to my horse, which I decided to call Gareth, after Gareth Bale, since my horse is ridiculously quick, and I just thought it would fit, the name, so Gareth it is. And then here it was. After 16 hours and 30 minutes of playing Minecraft, it was the final day. I decided to just give you a small tour. That was just a quick look at my chests. But actually, halfway through, I just decided, like, you know, I want to look at the sunset. And I was like, oh, no, back to my chests. I want to look at my ridiculous amount of diamonds. Not ridiculous amount, but there's some diamonds. I'm just very happy to have diamonds, okay. And there's just a chest of, wow, random crap I have. Here's the house I've been living in. I now have a third dog. You did not know that. Now you do. This is the main issue I've noticed with this. I have to cut out so much because I don't want to make a video that's an hour long. This was already 25 minutes long and I cut out so much. I just hope it was a good video that you could follow, actually, you could understand. I have a really overpowered bow. I have a silk touch pickaxe with Curse of Vanishing. I always carry that with me, and I know I'm in normal mode, but I'm playing it as hardcore. If I die, yes, I'll respawn, but only to give it to. I will quit the world. And it's just sad, but I have the Curse of Vanishing pickaxe on me to show you, hey, this is legit. I did not die. I will never die. Probably now that I have Netherite, I mean, I'll probably die by just jumping off a cliff, or when I'm in the end, I just get slapped around by the dragon. But we won't talk about that. And yeah, I have my little fishing base here, which I just spend way too much time with that. Like, let's be real. If I'm doing a road to 200, I'll probably spend the same amount of time fishing, because I don't know, it's very peaceful and it allows me to just, you know, do everything I enjoy. When it comes to listening to music and playing some games on my phone or something, I don't have to focus as hard as I have to when I'm doing other things. Here's my horse and my donkey. So yeah, that was cool. Here's my enchantment house, which it's not finished. Okay, there's no ground, but the enchantment table is perfect. There's a lot of books in here I want to use. There's a lot of, I still my lapis there, and then there's a little top roof part thing. Then, you know, it's a really nice view. My land, it's quite big. If I go to 200 days, I will build a massive wall around it because I want to feel safe. I don't want to get blown up by creepers, even though I will be invincible. Yeah, this is my mob farm. I built this around day 50, but it's not producing, is it? It's just terrible. Here's my cobblestone chest, some random trash chest. And here's my definitely stable sheep farm and cow farm. This is Peter supports this, don't worry. And here's the last time, for a while at least, I'll be punching down the wheat on my farm, and it's still really satisfying. Like, oh, it's an amazing sound to just spam wheat and everything and placing down the seeds back. It's just mwah. But yeah, then there's the sugarcane farm, and that's basically my base. I know, even though I made a lot of progression when it comes to armor and tools, in the game itself, I did not make a lot of progression. I do not have a village set up. I don't have any really automated farm set up. I do have a good farm though, and I do love just spamming the wheat down. But you know, automated farm at some point should be useful. But the real goal I should have is now I have my village set. I have a village set up to spam raids in, where I'll just be getting a lot of emeralds from. I do not have a village set up yet where I can just trade, which will be really useful if I'm making emerald stuff and I want to be rich. So yeah, it'd be useful to set up a normal village at some point. But until then, you know, until we get 10 likes on this video, because I won't do a second part without 10 likes, because then it would, I don't know, I just have schools again, and it'll be very difficult to record this much Minecraft and edit it this much. If I sound a bit dead, I am. I was editing on Christmas Day, which was very depressing actually, but also because this video took a ridiculous long time to record. It took 16 hours, almost 17, because I actually played through day 103, but I just say it's 100 days because screw you. I need netherite armor, okay. And yeah, it's really cool. I just really enjoyed it, but I need 10 likes if you want me to continue this to 200 days. Yeah, I just hope this video does well, because like I was saying, 17 hours of Minecraft and then a good 10 hours of editing. This was a really long time to make. Yes, technically 100 days would be 33 hours, but I slept almost every day. And let's be real, I'm a child. I don't have the... Actually, I do have the time to play 33 hours, but I don't have... I don't know, I just didn't want to play 33 hours of Minecraft. I hope you can understand that. So I just did the cheesy thing, halving it by sleeping. Of course, in Nether I can't sleep, but I just played the time, which in my opinion is fair. I can understand if you disagree, but I don't really care. I just want your like and subscription, so please do that. And yeah, see you guys later, and have a wonderful day. And hopefully 2021 will be better.